Mhm.
Well, hello everybody. Hope you're all doing well. So, we are here
Yes.
on this call. Now, this week I don't have anything specific to train on. I'm just here to keep you accountable, get it done, and to ask any questions or help in any way that I can. So, the floor is all yours. Any questions or what's going on? How are you doing with loading things and getting it set?
I'll give an update.
Okay.
Um, so I learned the super valuable thing this week, which is configurable forms.
Yes.
Mm. Love that feature because, as you know, I've been a paper event questionnaire fan for um, but you can capture people's data with that configurable form really, really simple.
Yeah.
And I love the fact of the autoresponder, which is so much better than just an email responder. And so you can capture um, their first name, last name, their email, and their birthday, which is pretty cool. And so I did get that set up. Um, that's, doing an event or something like that and giving them a free thing, which is super easy to do because after you set up that configurable form, you can send them to whatever URL you want, and that could be your freebie.
Right.
So changed into the 21st century this week.
Congratulations. I've been pushing you for a year, Debbie, to do this. I'm
I know.
glad to see you're finally on board.
I so that was good. That was good. Yeah. And then I tested out my campaigns. I've got um data capture campaign, new delivery campaign for consultants and customers, and a biz op campaign.
Okay,
So yeah, I'm rolling.
good, good. So configurable forms. You can configure a form, you can create a form the way you want it to capture people's names and information. I knew about this, but I did not do it, and that was a huge mistake. Here's why. If someone texts the keyword thrive to my phone number, to my text number, then they get enrolled in my business opportunity um, campaign. I did not start it with configurable forms. So all the people that did that, I don't have their name. So what does that mean? Well, when you send out a text, you can start by hello. I forget what it's called, but you can just put first name in double parentheses. Um, active link. I forget what it's called. But anyway, that takes their first name and inserts it into the beginning of the text. So all of my text for the camp for my business opportunity does not say hello, their first name. If I would change it now and it would say that hello first name, it doesn't have their first name to put in there. So I'm not sure how they do that. Does it just say hello friend or what? I don't know. But I have so many people on those campaigns now that it would be awkward, I think, for me uh, to do that. What I need to find out is what happens if you use one of those and it doesn't have their first name. What does it insert there? But I think the configurable forms are really great because as soon as somebody texts a keyword, then they get that form, and you just say, please give me your name and phone number, or your name and whatever you want, name, state you live, or whatever, email, whatever. And then as soon as they do that, then they will get the first text that you send to them, or you can direct them to a URL, to a website, or anything you want to do. It's a great feature. I just wish I had done it earlier. And kudos to you, Debbie, for doing it. Maybe I can learn from you.
Yeah, I think it's kind of like inserting a URL into your text. Basically, you just add first name, last name. You could do first name only if you wanted, Bill.
Yeah.
I'm looking at your text right now, and if you did put the word first name in there, it just eliminates it because there's nothing in there that says first name or anything. Um, it just has straight text in there. But to put the configurable form in your text, you basically just go to configurable forms, type what you, or click the buttons that you want in your form, and then it gives you it's not a hyperlink, it's a form ID, and you just copy that form ID and then just pop it right into your text. And so, but I thought I could have sworn you had a form in one of your text messages.
No, I have not. I haven't ever done that.
Okay.
I think it's a great idea. I think it's great to be able to contact or get their name, especially because that way when you're talking back and forth to them, you know who they are. Well, another reason I hesitated is because I know sometimes if I'm looking at something on Facebook or something like that, and they're giving away something for free, and I click on it there, it takes me to a form where they want my phone number, my name, and my phone number. I balk at that. I don't, and many times I don't go through with it. So I hesitated because I didn't know, I still don't, will that reduce the number of people who go through with it and get my texts? I don't know. I think it's great to have their names, but if it means they're not going to go through with it and they're not going to get any of my texts from my campaign, then I don't want that. So
Right.
that's a decision that you're going to have to make because I don't know the answer to that.
Oh, I know what it was that looked similar. It says you have clicked on a link sent from Bill. To continue, click the link below. And that was the YouTube link for
Yeah,
the commission
yeah.
plan. So,
If you set a video on there, you can just put in like if it's a URL for a YouTube video, you can just put that in there and it'll go through. But if you make it a trackable link, what does that mean? That means you can look and see if someone has watched it or not. If you do it as a trackable link, then it'll take them, when they click on your link, it'll take them to that page that says you're looking at a video by Bill Keller or whatever it is. And that's what that tracks it so that I can look, for instance, when I send out my first text for new deliveries, I have a link in there that takes them to the video that I explain how to manage their delivery on a monthly basis. If they ask a question, I can go and look at their information and I can see the link, whether they looked at that video or not. Because most of the time I know they have not looked at the video, and then I want to say, well, it's all in there, just watch it. But of course, I don't. I still answer their question. But I think trackable links is really great because you can see whether someone has watched a video or how many people have watched that video.
okay, I see where you do that, the trackable link. So if you highlight your link in your message, where the plus button is, where you insert your dynamic convertible or configurable form, you go down a couple spaces, there's a trackable link.
Right.
So that's how you do that. Yeah. Okay. And now I see that. And then there's landing pages as well. Have you used the landing pages here?
I have not. I was only vaguely aware of that they even existed. And then the first time I did this training was at the meeting in Charlotte last spring, and Jody was there, and she uses this, and she says, "Oh, by the way, are you using landing pages?" And I'm going, "Using what?" I didn't know anything about it, and she started teaching about it. So a landing page is like a separate little website page where you can put whatever you want on it and use
Yeah.
it to have somebody go there, and then they have several different options of where they want to go.
Yeah. I can see how valuable sending people to a landing page. So, for example, if you really love the chef pack and you wanted to get a little more in depth of, showing like a cooking video with it or,
Right.
whatever. But yeah, I could see the value of sending people to landing pages. Okay. Well, that's all I had. I'm excited. I'm excited.
I'm very happy to see you moving forward with it, and I'm excited to hear what happens with your results when you start actually using it. So,
Me
anyone
too.
else?
The question, go ahead, Lisa, you go.
Okay, I was just going to confess that I've been working so hard on the other sides of the business that my husband's been working on the project broadcast, so I think he's got the first campaign done or almost done or something. And I know he was stumped on something, so he'll probably come back. If you're recording this,
Yes.
okay, so he'll probably come back. But I think we're gonna end up looking at it together when we have time. It's just my time during the day has been trying to get events and get
Sure.
ways to get us in front of people.
Sure, that's
So,
more important. Okay. Well, of course, if you have any specific questions later that are not covered here, you know where I live, right inside here. Okay, Kathleen, did you have some?
Well, I was just going to say, Debbie was talking about landing pages. Isn't landing pages kind of like if you want to grab their attention, like you said, on one product? It's kind of like is it kind of like a thumbnail? I would say. Would you compare it to like a thumbnail on YouTube? Maybe. Well, I know
No.
people are watching YouTube and they're looking, but is it something to grab somebody's attention
No,
in a different
no.
way?
Imagine you have a website, okay, and it has one page. And on there, you can give somebody different options. If you want to learn about the Chef Pack, like Debbie mentioned, look at this. If you want to go to the Thrive website, look at this. If you want to do something else, look at this. When someone clicks or sends a keyword to your texting phone number and you have a configurable form so that you can collect their data. Once they're finished that, then it will send them to your landing page where they can then see the different options that you create on that landing page. It's a static page, like just one website page, but you can have many different. Well, like for instance, do you have the customized Thrive website or the free one?
What do you mean? I pay $9.99 a month.
Okay, that gives you a separate landing page. I don't know if you've actually seen that, but if you put thrivelife.com/ whatever your name is, it takes you to your separate landing page, which it has your picture on it. It has a message that you can type on there. That's your landing
Right.
page. If you just use the
Okay.
free one, you don't get that landing page. So
I
that's
don't know
what
why
a landing
anybody
page-
would use the. Yeah.
Well,
I don't know. I wouldn't. Go ahead.
people use the free one if they're not planning to build a big business. They just occasionally want to sign up a sister or something like that. They don't want to spend $10 a month if they're not going to build a business.
Let me see. So having because I've been just doing stuff to get my YouTube videos on. That's what I've been doing.
Right.
Trying to do thumbnails through InShot. It's not working, so I'm going to have to go to Canva. But so the config form, the configuration form, is that the very first one that that Debbie, you could, I don't know if you're using it, Bill, but Debbie, is that the first thing when you do a keyword, is that the first form that goes to them so that you can gather the information?
That's how I'm using it. Yes.
That sounds like a good idea.
Yeah. So I configured the form to collect their first name, last name, and email, and then optionally collect their birthday. And then I set up a campaign where the very first email, I'm giving a freebie that says, once you fill out the form, you get this freebie. And so they fill it out, and then it takes them to a URL, which I've uploaded. It's just a Dropbox file with some recipes.
That's a great idea. And I know y'all have used emails for quite some time, correct? Like MailChimp or whatever.
Yeah.
So I know this works really well because I know other people in the company that use it, BillJar, and I mean, it works fantastic for them. So I'm really excited. And I think it is really the way to go. I mean, it's not even the future, it's here now, but email's also good. But as far as like Bill explained before, the click rate, I mean, as far as opening it comes on your phone and what happens? Boom, we're right there, looking at it in the emails. I check maybe once a day.
So with email, you have an option. You can let people sign up for the Thrives email
Mhm.
newsletter, or you can send your newsletter out yourself. If you send it out yourself, there's two ways, there's just two ways to do it, and you can choose which works best for your business.
Okay. Good discussion.
Sounds
Anyone
good.
else?
Actually, my question is for Debbie. You're still using your questionnaires at Boots though, right? Because I do love that questionnaire. We printed out a bunch of them, and I love that it covers you. I can't remember all the legalese in it, but I thought it was great because it covered you for those types of things for using their information for emails and whatnot. So are you still using those forms or are you getting away from that?
No, I like the form because I just feel like there's something powerful about somebody taking their hand and putting a pen in it and writing it out. I feel like it increases the time of conversation with someone, which I love that. I love the engagement of it. I like the give and take part of it. So I still use it when I do booths. But if I'm doing one-on-ones or something like that, I feel like this text situation would be better. And then I would still register them into Project Broadcast. So I have two ways to communicate with them. So I'll let them know I'm sending you the recipes through text. And then you'll be getting my monthly newsletter with the specials and the recipes with the specials. So yeah, I would definitely use them both because those are both huge assets for your business to build your database. So don't abandon it. Just do whatever you need to do that feels comfortable to continue to build that asset for your business.
Lisa, as far as the legalities of it, if you're telling people to send a keyword to your text number, that completely covers it because they have now opted in. You have their permission because they have selected to opt into your mailing list. So that's not an issue at all. And Debbie, I like what you said about it gives you more time to discuss and engage with them if they're filling out the form. On the other hand, if you give them a keyword for them to text in, they're going to have your contact information as well. Whereas, if you just filling out the form, do you give them a business card with your website, or what do you do to make sure they have your contact info?
Actually, if I can address that, we are using our dot cards and those things are amazing. We're loving the dot cards. It's just a card and you like tap it on the front of the back of their phone and we have it set up so that it lists first is our website and then it has all the rest of our socials. You can set it up however you want. If you want it to just open up to your website, it will do that. But there's also at the top of it, it says save contact. So we've used that a couple times so far, and we've had a couple people save our contact. So it'll save, as far as I know, everything that, our website and all of our information. So that's another good tool because if you don't have a business card on you and you just have that one card, everybody's got their phones on them, and most everybody has a smartphone. So we're implementing all of these features. I just wanted to mention that. And yeah, I want to use the form so that I can get them on the Project Broadcast, but we're still setting it up.
Right. Okay. Anyone else? Well, I guess that covers it then. Good discussion, Debbie. You're diving in and you're learning some things about it that I don't use. So I'm glad to have you here talking about it because there's a lot more features from Project Broadcast that I am not using that I probably could or should. So I'm glad you're here to set me straight on those things.
It's great. Thanks for doing this
Yeah.
together. This is awesome.
Yeah. Okay. Well, unless someone else has something, I guess we'll go ahead and end it. And again, next Thursday, And hopefully we'll be able to talk about more progress that's happening. So,
This next Thursday also at 2 p.m.
yes, we have two more of
Okay.
these
Okay.
at 2 p.m. Eastern on Thursday. And then the week after that, I don't have it because Debbie and I have a board meeting. And then the week after that, we're in Thanksgiving. So, all right.
Ready.
Hey guys, thank you so much for being involved, for being engaged. I'm excited to see what this will do to increase your business. Oh, there's Carrie. There's iPhone is Carrie. Hi there. Well,
Sorry, I forgot what I was doing.
did you have any kinds of questions or comments?
No, I'm just getting ready for my first event, so I'll probably have questions after that.
Okay, that's what we're here for.
Did you record this?
Yes, I did.
Okay, I'll
Yeah,
watch
and
it.
I'll put it on How to Thrive Online as soon as I can. Now, I've been having a problem lately with uploading videos to Facebook, and I don't know why. The last team call that we had with Holly Hardy, I tried 4 times to upload that to her Facebook page, and it just freezes up and it just doesn't do it. So I ended up uploading it to YouTube and then posting the link to to it. So I'll try to do this directly to Facebook. If it doesn't work, then I'll do it on YouTube and then put a link on it. But one way or another, I'll get it on the group. So
Okay, thank you.
yeah.
Good luck with your event, Carrie. And anybody
Thank
else,
you.
at least if you're doing one, it's not luck, but you know what I mean. Blessings for your event.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Okay, very good. Thanks everybody for joining us. We'll see you next week.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.